If you want to manifest all of your dreams and desires before the end of this year, then you came to the right place. Hello, my loves, and welcome back to my channel. I am so excited about today's video because we're going to be talking about how you can manifest all of your dreams and desires before the end of this year. So if you created a list at the beginning of this year of different things that you wanted to achieve, but maybe some of those haven't manifested yet or come to fruition, this video is going to give you a step-by-step process on how to make all of your dreams and desires come to life so that come 2024, you're living your dream life. You've entirely reinvented yourself. You are living your absolute dream. And I do want to say that there's probably some steps in this video that you've heard of before. You've probably even tried them before, and maybe they didn't work for you. And maybe you're wondering, okay, how do I actually make these things work? People talk about these steps all the time. What is the missing key? I'm also going to be giving you the exact missing key to this process that many people do not talk about. They don't even realize is part of the manifestation process. And it's going to help make all of this stuff come together and make sense for you. So if you follow this 6-step process and you apply these techniques and the key aspects of this, then you are going to manifest the reality of your dreams and you can manifest anything that you desire. So let's go ahead and dive right in. I also want to mention that there is a free PDF linked down below. This PDF is available to you so that you can follow along with this video and get the most out of it, so that you can follow the different questions and do the different exercises in this video. So I highly recommend checking that out if you want to get the most from the content within this. So there's an ancient Hermetic principle known as above, so below, as within, so without. And this is actually a key to understanding manifestation. It all starts from within. Whatever your internal state is will manifest and reflect in your external reality. So your external reality is actually a manifestation of your inner world. And so the step-by-step process that we're going to be going through today is going to help you transform and alchemize your inner world so that you can begin manifesting the external reality that you want to create, so you can achieve all those different goals that you want to attract in your life. So we're first going to begin by going through the 3 steps to transforming your inner world. And then the last 3 steps are going to help you transform your outer world. And then we're also going to be going through those secrets to help you actually bring this home. And again, these secrets are where most people fail in manifestation and most people don't understand as part of the process. So these are going to be all the keys, and this is going to be everything that you need to know. So let's dive right in. Step number 1 to transforming your inner world is first to define what it is that you want. And maybe you've already done this process. Maybe you already have a clear idea of what you want, but even if you want to add some more things to this list, whatever it is that you want to attract, define what that is, bring clarity to that. Do you want to attract happiness, an amazing relationship, the best career? What is it that you want to manifest in your life? Define it to bring clarity to this, and I'd highly recommend writing it down and creating a list. And I'd also highly recommend writing it down in present tense as if those things have already happened. So if you want to attract the best relationship, say that I just manifested my soulmate, we love each other so much, and maybe add in a few details of what that relationship is like. Step number 2 of this process is to visualize. Visualization is such an important and powerful process in the process of manifestation. So if you can begin to visualize as if those things have already happened and begin to use your imagination and think, what would it be like? What would my life look like if I already was living in those different scenarios and in those different manifestations? And I'd also highly recommend creating a vision board. Vision boards are so powerful, and maybe you've also tried to make one before, but as you make your vision board, choose images that are a almost perfect, if not perfect, representation of what you're trying to manifest. And as you're making this vision board and you're looking at it and posting these pictures on your vision board, imagine that you are posting memories and that all of these photos and images are your own memories. You're living that life right now, because this is going to really help you evoke the right emotions, and it will also make this process so much more powerful. And this is a way to also hack your brain, because your brain does not know the difference between actual reality versus imagination. So even when you're imagining that something has happened, those emotions, your brain is acting as if you're living in that moment right now. You can imagine something and your brain is reacting in the exact same way as if you were actually living it in the present moment. So imagination is incredibly powerful, as well as visualization. So make your vision board, and I'd highly recommend looking at it once a day to evoke those amazing feelings and to remind you that this is your new reality. This is your new life. So when you're creating a vision board, I personally have gotten into the habit of creating a digital vision board, which it's totally fine if you want to create a physical vision board as well, or if you want to do both. But personally, I've noticed that whenever I create a physical vision board, I don't really want to put it up in an area of my house that I'm going to see it every day, because I kind of get a little bit embarrassed that other people and friends are going to come over and and look at it, and then it's just sort of like embarrassing for me. So I end up kind of just shoving it under my bed or in a closet, and it just starts collecting dust, and I'm not actually getting the use out of it that I intended to. So I've fallen in love with digital vision boarding because it's private, and I can also look at it whenever I want. I can pull it up on my phone, I can pull it up on my computer. I would personally highly recommend finding digital images and creating a digital vision board, which is going to be a collage of all those different photos that represent what you're trying to attract. And this should be a fun process as well, because as long as you're having fun through this entire process, that's going to be the magic that makes it work. If you're not having fun through this process and you're not feeling good, you're going to be working against your goals. The point here is to have fun with this process. Step number 3 is to evoke and embody the feelings as if it's already happened. This is such a key point here, because this is how you tune to the right frequency, which you've probably heard different manifestation gurus talk about, getting into the right vibe or the right frequency that matches your desire. And one of the biggest questions here is, how do I know that I'm in the right frequency of my desire? And how you know that you're in the right frequency is focusing on the feeling or the emotion that you would feel if you already were living the life of your dreams. So when you can evoke that feeling more and more often, you're going to begin alchemizing your own energy to be a vibrational match to what you are desiring. And that's going to be where things start changing for you. And that is how you change your inner world. As within, so without. If you do these 3 steps of defining what you want, visualizing it, creating a vision board, and then feeling it, that's going to be where you begin alchemizing your inner world. You do not need to stay in this emotion 24/7 in order for things to manifest. Some people say that, oh, you need to be in this emotion all the time, otherwise things aren't going to manifest for you. I would say just 5 to 10 minutes a day of looking at your vision board, evoking those inner feelings, gaining that clarity of your new reality and your new life, that is enough to begin shifting your internal and external world. And again, I know you've probably heard these steps before, maybe you've even tried these steps before, but I promise you, if you do these and then you move on to the next 3 steps, as well as the key little secrets that I'm going to be giving you, it will work for you. So moving on to our outer world, how to transform our outer reality. Step number 1 to transforming your outer reality is to shift your self-image, shift your identity. This is probably another thing that you may have heard of before. And what you want to do here is focus on, how would you be? What would your new identity and your new self-image be if you already manifested all of your desires? If you were that business owner already, if you were already married to your ultimate soulmate, how would that change your self-image? And how would that change your identity? There's actually an amazing audiobook called Psycho-Cybernetics by Maxwell Maltz that goes so deep into the topic of self-image, and he goes to show how your self-image can actually either diminish you or lift you up. And if you can shift your self-image, you can actually unlock hidden talents, hidden skills, hidden superpowers that you didn't even realize that you had because they were blocked by a limiting self-image. So this audiobook is incredibly powerful, and I'm also so excited to say that Audible decided to partner with me on today's video. So if you're interested in getting a free trial with Audible, where you can actually check out this audiobook, you can get a free trial as a new member. Audible is a huge platform full of audiobooks, podcasts, and so many other titles that you can browse from. They even have meditations on there, and it is one of my favorite platforms ever, especially because it matches my on-the-go lifestyle. I can listen to Audible and learn and grow and expand myself even while I'm driving or cooking or getting ready. No matter what I'm doing, I can play my favorite titles. And there's so many different titles you can choose from, whether you're looking for inspiration, motivation, spirituality, law of attraction, or business. You'll always find the best of what you love or something new to discover. And new members can get a 30-day free trial, and as a member, you get to choose 1 title each month to keep from the entire catalog, including the latest bestsellers and new releases. Members also get access to a growing selection of included audiobooks, Audible originals, and podcasts. And if you're interested in giving Audible a try, you can head to my link, audible.com/thegemgoddess, or text the Gem Goddess to 500 to get your free 30-day trial. I'm so excited for you to check out Audible. I feel like it is something that has added some of the most value to my life. So thank you so much to Audible for sponsoring today's video. And let's hop right back into our topic of self-image. When you're creating a new identity, this is your opportunity to actually reinvent yourself. So if you're wanting to enter the year of 2024 as a brand new version of you that is living your dream life, it comes down to doing an internal identity shift. I almost smacked over my iPad, which has all my notes in it. So this is where you can ask yourself, how would my new self act? How would I be? How would I interact with other other people? Would my communication be different? Would my self-confidence be different? Would my style be different? Would I be wearing different types of clothes? Would my decision making be different? So whenever you are faced with a certain choice or decision in your life, if you can ask yourself, what would my ideal version of myself do in this situation? So when you can go in detail on this new self-image and build a new version of yourself, totally do a rehaul and reinvent who you are and make this new you a match to the version of you that has all of those dreams and desires, this is gonna be where you begin building a new version of you, and you'll notice that new skills might actually unlock, new talents might actually unlock that were limited by your previous limited self-image. The next step in transforming your outer reality is to then become this new self-image. So are there different habits that you would have as this new version of yourself? Is there different habits that you would release and drop? So instead of the law of attraction, this is like the law of subtraction, asking yourself, what do I need to release in order to become this new version of myself? What do I need to then add on to become this new version of myself? And begin taking steps towards this. Maybe you can't take the full leap yet because you're still living in your current reality, but the more that you can begin moving towards and becoming this new self and this new identity, that's gonna be where you start transforming so much more of your external reality, because every action that you take has a different reaction. And so as you become this new self-image and you start acting in new ways, you are going to get a new reaction from your environment, and it's going to begin changing your external reality. And the universe works in a funny way. We do not get a reflection of what we want in life. We get a reflection of who we are being. So if you can become the new version of you, the new identity that is a vibrational match to everything that you desire, that's going to be where you start getting a different reaction and a different reflection from your environment and from your reality. So as you begin to change your internal frequency, that's going to be where everything starts to shift for you. And you can imagine this like tuning a radio. Your different feelings, your different emotions, and being this new version of you is like tuning yourself to a different frequency on a radio. Your previous and old version of you was tuned to the frequency of your old environment, of your old reality. But as you begin to embody these new feelings, these new emotions, you visualize this new reality and you become this new identity, you've now tuned yourself to an entirely different frequency, and this frequency is now equal to your desired results. Therefore, everything is going to begin shifting in your life. And then the last step in this process is to act as the new version of you. Take action as the new you. So you're going to get new ideas, you're going to get different results from your environment, you're going to start seeing things shift and change. Because you're tuned to this new frequency, now you're going to be open to new ideas. Because you're now expanded and you're in the mindset of this new version of yourself, this new mindset now thinks in new ways. Therefore, you're going to come across new ideas that are actually in alignment with what you're trying to manifest, which is going to help you take new action. And so that last step of action is so important, because as you take action, now you're going to get entirely new results in your life and in your reality. And now I want to talk about the 2 extra little key points here that are going to ring this home for you. And this is where most people fail in this process. A lot of people go through these steps. And again, if you're into manifestation, you've been doing manifestation for a while, you've probably heard of these different steps before, and maybe you tried them. But if you did not achieve the results that you wanted, these key points are going to help you actually achieve the results from this process. Step number 1 and secret number 1 is that you have to trust the process in order for all of this to work. When you trust that everything is working in your favor and that you are on the right path and that you are in alignment, this will help you stay high vibe, and it will help you let go of the worries and the fear and the scarcity that might try to show up along the way. Because many people, as they start this process, they are then waiting for confirmation that they're doing the right thing. They're waiting for a sign that they're doing the right thing. And then they might start questioning, when is this going to happen? When is this going to come? How do I know that I'm doing the right thing? Did I do enough? Am I not doing enough? What's going on? And all of these different worries and fears lower our vibration. They lower our frequency. And there's actually this scale of consciousness where you can see the different emotions and the frequency of different emotions. And as you can see, anger, fear, shame, and guilt are on the lowest parts of the scale. It's okay to fall into those fear things once in a while. It's natural. We cannot control every single thought that we have, and it's natural to question things sometimes. So you don't need to worry if you accidentally definitely fall into those fear or scarcity-based mindset questions, but you just need to catch yourself when you do and say, no, I trust that what I'm doing is working, and I trust on my path, and I know that I'm doing enough and I am going to get there. That brings you immediately right back into those higher vibrational states, which are expanded states of consciousness, which help you tap into the ideas and the actions that will bring you to your desire. When you can stay in those higher emotional states, you're in a higher and more expanded consciousness, which means that you are going to think of ideas outside of the box. You're going to be able to think of actions outside of your regular box, and it will help you expand your reality and expand your life when you stay in those high vibe emotions. And trusting is the key to staying high vibe. So that is secret key number 1 in this process. Secret key number 2, which is also so vitally important and where so many people fail in the manifestation process, is as you're manifesting what you desire, you will naturally attract a couple lessons along the way most of the time. These lessons sometimes show up in unexpected ways, or there's unexpected change that we end up manifesting along with our desires. This change and these lessons are actually working in your favor, but most people don't see it that way. So let me give you an example to explain this concept a little bit further. Let's say that you are wanting to manifest your soulmate, and maybe all of your previous relationships, maybe there was communication issues, maybe there was misunderstandings, and this time you want to manifest your soulmate who has amazing communication with you. You have a very open and honest relationship. Things are really good, really high vibe, mutual love, and all of that. That's your manifestation. Along that path, you may begin attracting different lessons to help you learn how to communicate better. You might start attracting different conflicts in your friendships, or maybe in your family life, or with the people that you start dating. You might start attracting misunderstandings or miscommunications to help you learn how to communicate better, to help you learn how to communicate what you want, what you need, what you desire, and what your expectations are, how to communicate boundaries, all these different types of lessons. But instead of looking at these lessons and thinking, oh my goodness, all of a sudden, I'm starting to attract my soulmate, but now all I'm attracting is these conflicts and hard communication and everything's going wrong. It's not actually going wrong. It's actually going really, really, really right, because you're manifesting that amazing relationship where communication is so easy. But in order to manifest that, you're going to need to learn how to communicate. You're going to need to learn how to have those tough conversations, how to stand up for yourself, how to have proper boundaries, how to uphold your values, and all those different things. So these lessons are actually working in your divine favor, but sometimes it feels like they're not, right? And this is where so many people fail, is because as we're manifesting what we desire, naturally there might be some lessons that we need to learn in order to help us grow into the person that can uphold that manifestation. But you need to shift your perspective in order to see it that way and not fall into those worry or fear-based mindsets and thinking, oh my gosh, the universe is against me. I'm trying to attract good communication and all of a sudden all my relationships are going bad and all this is happening. Many people delay their manifestations actually coming in because they're not learning the lessons, and they're staying in the perspective that all of these challenges and these hardships are working against them. And if you can look at these challenges and these lessons from the perspective that they're actually working for you, that's going to be where you learn them much faster. And that's where a lot of people fail. They fall right back into those lower vibrational states. They start doubting their manifestation, even though the universe is over there like, hey, no, I'm sending this to help you grow, to graduate to that next level where your manifestation is. So the key here is to trust. That's key secret number 1, to trust, because then you stay high vibe. And then the key secret number 2 is to embrace the lessons and the changes that come then on after. They are working in your divine alignment, in your divine favor, to help bring you exactly what you want, to help you grow so that you can maintain the manifestation that you are attracting. And you have what it takes. The universe is never going to give you something that you can't handle. So trust it and know that this is all helping you grow into who you need to be. Those are the key secrets to manifesting. Those are all the things that you need to do in order to manifest all your dreams before the end of this year. And if you want to make your manifestations happen faster and you want to stop delaying them, it's about embracing the lessons, embracing the changes, and continuing to trust along that path, embodying the emotions, being that new self, being that new identity, and continuing forward on that path. That is how you're going to manifest all the things before the end of this year. And again, thank you so much to Audible for sponsoring today's video. I highly recommend checking out the audiobook Psycho-Cybernetics by Maxwell Maltz. It's so powerful in helping you change your self-image in order for you to unlock hidden talents, hidden skills, hidden superpowers that you didn't even realize lies that were laying dormant because of a limited self-image. So this book is so powerful. It is probably the best thing I've ever listened to. And thank you again so much for joining me here today. I'm sending you all so much love. I can't wait to hear about all the things that you manifest in your life by the end of this year. And again, you can use this video whenever you want. Even if you want to come back to this video next year, whenever you want. These steps work at any moment in time. So thank you again so much for joining me here, and I'm sending you all so much love. And until next time, bye!